Hey everybody, welcome to day 8. This is a really interesting day. Like the other days, of course, to me, every day is going to be interesting, I guess. So today, I have some notes here because I felt it was so important. On day 6, I talked about my feelings towards numbers and how I felt everything held some power. I felt everything, time, energy, materialistic things, your body, the day you were born, everything ties back to a number. So on this day 8, there, like in the numerology world or whatever, there's certain numbers that hold significance to you on the day in which you were born, the time in which you were born. So there's another number called the soul urge number, urge number. And it is what is considered your heart's desires. This is the deepness of what is really in your heart. And I'm going to tell you something. They nailed it right on the head. And this is what just astonishes me about figuring out what these numbers are, because it helps you better understand who you are and what you're working towards. So for me, my number is 8. So what they're saying here with a person that has a soul urge number 8 is that you have a strong desire to achieve what you have built up in your mind to be the pinnacle of success. Meaning that a person with me with a soul urge number of 8, it is that which I see, I ask, believe, I shall receive. Because I believe it. The passion to which I feel in my heart, I have the ability to bring it to life. So it is like they say, I hunger for the success of building power and wealth, and unfortunately materialistic, which I have to agree. Like, I have to agree on this. And they're saying that I have a deep rooted need for financial security. And I'm not saying that other people don't, but you have some people that just really could care less about money, and long as the bills are paid, they're cool, versus there are other people that have this amazing burning desire for success financially. They're saying that we are relentless task makers. We demand and want understanding, and we want all our abilities to be recognized when we develop financial security. I don't know if it's a good thing to have this type of heart's desires to want to be in a financially secure place. They're saying there's no single part of you that will achieve success. There's no single part of you that will achieve the success you desire. It is every facet of everything in me that is determined to have success. And it's impactful success. I don't just want to be wealthy. I want to be powerful and be able to change the world. That is amazing that is something that has come to fruition about my life. I just believe in it. I mean, we can believe in what we believe in. I'm a Christian woman. I believe in God. And I do believe in the theory of ask, believe, receive. But I think when you can look at things, it's almost like people want this scientific proof in order to believe anything. What if this is part of that book that I talked about, that when you were born, if you had a manual, and the manual said, this is your life path number, this is what you do, this is your soul urge number, this is what your heart desires, and this is what we'll have on another day is a master number. So if you put all of these things, these little puzzle pieces into place to make the complete you, and it is like your book. Man, what if that was your manual? What if it was a way to make you better understand who you are and the components necessary needed to bring things to fruition? What if? I mean, think about it. You've had friends come and go. And then you find yourself drawn to people that hold the same significance and wants that you want. Those are the people you get drawn to. Because when you look at your soul urge number and your desire for this power, this wealth, and this change and want to make a difference in life, you're going to surround yourself around the people that can do that and support you. You know, there are those that are supporters and bringers, and then there are those that have the power. I mean, what if these things were your book? What if these were your instruction manuals and help you understand even the way in which you make decisions? You know, it's probably the first time in my life where I'm actually making smarter financial decisions to lessen my fear about finances and increase my power. You know, sometimes you have to sacrifice a lot in order to achieve that which your heart desires. Sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. You know, because we live with this, am I crazy for wanting to do what I want to do? But it is what's in my heart. You know, it's so funny because I laughed at when this thing said, I have this heart's desire for materialistic things. You know, it's so funny. I do. And I'm not afraid to admit that, except I am just not the person that has to have 25 Gucci bags. And I don't own any of those things. I'm a bargain shopper, as they say. But I love the fact of having things. I probably own about 150 pairs of shoes. I love it. You know, and while other people that do not have that which is in their heart, they may look at that and be like, that's just too much. But see, we all have this little guilty pleasure, this little thing that's in our heart, this little thing that we desire, this little thing that we love. And what if there was nothing wrong with that? There isn't. We indulge in things, we work hard, but it's that heart's desires. It is that number that helps us better understand why we like what we like. And I love it. And the other positive part about having a number 8 is that it is divided amongst even other numbers. One of the things I shared with you is yesterday, I believe, is I talked about the powerfulness of 1111, 111. It happened again today. Sure enough, I looked at the clock at 11:11, and sure enough, I looked at the clock at 1:11. And then when you take my soul urge number and you space it out, you get 2, 2, 2, and 2. There's a lot of power within these numbers. But having the ability to be one in alignment with self, I understood earlier on that there was going to be some power associated with me starting this process 50 days before I'm 50. There's something that's going to come at the end of this. I don't know what it will be on my birthday, besides me reaching 50. But my heart tells me that it is something deeper than what I even know. As I pre-record, I've been pre-recording, but actually today, as I am actually recording day 8, it is actually day 1. And that video was released today, and I've already gotten phone calls. So what does that mean? I desire the power to change. I desire the power to want to touch people's lives. And I love the ability to be transparent, even in the most of the weakest times. it's powerful. It's enlightening. You know, and I'm hoping over this next 50 days, and we're technically on day 8. I'm hoping over the next 42 days that people feel free to do the same. Even if it's to a friend. I hope that people desire that. So what I want you to do on this day 8, there's also a formula, a calculation, which will be in the book too. But I want you to find out what that soul urge number is. You never know. What if you found out what that number was and you've been trying to figure out for a long time? You know, what is it that I desire the most? What is it that I would like to do? I know my purpose is deeper than going to work and coming home and getting a paycheck. That's where it is. It's in your heart's desires number. Get that number. Read, research. What does it mean? And you're going to find a new avenue for your life. Trust me when I say it's going to give you another piece of your own personal puzzle. I'm going to tell you something. These numbers that I'm figuring out, the master plan, your heart's desires number, your soul urge number, your master number, all these numbers, if you could picture a puzzle, they're those corners that bring, you know, you start with the corners. Whenever you put a puzzle together, you find the corner. You find the corner. And guess what you're doing? You're building now the frame. These are your corners. These numbers are your corners to help you build the frame so you can fill it in and make a complete puzzle. What if your puzzle was so unique it could change the world? What if everything that you've been trying to figure out, I don't care how old you are, what if these numbers help guide you in that direction? I was amazed at the numbers and what I found out. So on this day 8, I am telling you, I'm going to need you to do that. And when you do that, I want you to put it on a sticky so you have what your heart's desire is. And watch things change for you in 2019. I promise. All right, everybody, on to day 9. Thank you.